So that night, something just came upon my mind. Something flew across my mind. I did not even understand what it was, what the hell it was. I just knew I just needed to get the fuck. I just knew that I just needed to get the fuck. Hey guys, it's your girl Mandy, and thank you for clicking this video. Thank you for taking the time out of your day for watching my testimony. When I used to be younger, and my parents would tell me bad company. There is a such thing as bad company. I just be like, Mom, she ain't do nothing, or he didn't do nothing. Why you just like judging people? I'm telling you, bad company exists. Negative energy exists. Okay, the devil exists, and he is busy. You understand? There's a lot of bad things going on in this world. A lot of bad things, and most of it is directed directly to us women, and most of us don't even know what type of environment we're in, what type of tribulations we're going through, because we never experience, or we don't have anybody talking to us about it. We just go about it nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? I was a good example of it. I was a great example for it. What I've been through, I don't have the right words to explain. And in this video, I'm going to try my best to make sense in the way that you comprehend what I'm trying to say. Life has a funny way of teaching us. I feel like this pandemic kind of made everybody a doctor in a way, a healer in a way. And so right now, this is kind of my way of giving back in a small portion. Friends and family members, I just realized my play in this whole situation. For my past 24 years of age, I have been so hard-headed and so strong-minded to not actually sit and take into consideration of other people's feelings. And I want to apologize on that. So let's just go back at the very beginning. Me being so strong-minded, one thing I do not like is I do not like being spoken bad upon. Like, I don't like you when you compare me to anybody else. That's just a done deal. Like, when you start that shit, you done fucked up. You done messed up. Like, I don't even want to hear the next word coming out your mouth. I already had turned you off and silenced you in your mind. So as you're speaking, I only see your mouth moving, and I get hot just thinking. I'm still working on it. I don't like being compared with other people. And with that mindset, I have had that mindset since I was a little child. And it's not good in a sense, because as growing up, what makes you a better person, what helps you grow is criticism. So, and advice, and being able to take advice and control your emotions and work on it actually makes you a bigger person. But being a child, I had a other type of mindset. I had a other type of understanding. So with that, and the third negative thing about me is I hold grudges. So by the time you're speaking bad about me, on that same spot, you stop being my friend. You stop being somebody I come to talk to. So whatever reason I came to talk to you about, whatever reason made me get up and come and talk to you, and then that's the response I got from you, you will never see my foot in front of you ever again. And probably we're going to stop talking. And if I see you probably 2 years later, we're still not going to talk. That's how bad I hold grudges. I am so petty in another level, you know? But as growing up, I realized that was a bad character to have. And I am now 24 years old, and I'm just now learning to put my guard down and humble myself sometimes, you know? So that's how I grew. That's kind of the mentality that I grew up in. I'm gonna tell you something. It takes time to outgrow a situation. So with that being said, I came down in Texas for a new beginning, new light, new inventor. I was just on a new path and a new journey, and I kind of canceled out the past 20 years of my life, just like that. So this is where my real struggles began. This is where my real problems began. If I thought I had issues before, oh, this is where it got turned up 1,000. Okay. And when I came here, because I didn't have no family, I didn't have no friends, I didn't have people that I really talked to. And it's not that I couldn't have friends, I just really never cared to keep friends. I'm a bad I'm a friendly person. I have friends, but to keep them as friends, that's my problem, because I really don't communicate that well. I don't really care to keep. With everything that happened in my life, to sum it up, I became numb to everything in a way that I didn't realize how numb I became. I didn't care for friendship. I didn't care for knowing if somebody had my back or not. I just knew I was going to make it. I always knew I was just going to open a door for me to go ahead and do what I needed to do. And I always, like I said, I hated to cry and linger on my problems. So my mindset was always on, you got to get this done. You got to get this done. You got to get this done. You know what I'm saying? Even outside of YouTube I love YouTube. I love talking. And so this is the only way, without getting on anybody else's nerve and feel as if I'm disturbing, just come and vent out a little bit without feeling like somebody is judging, or, you know what I'm saying? Besides that, because I like to get off topic, it's like two people walking into a dark hallway. You know what I'm saying? It's like two people walking in a dark hallway, and this is group one, and this is me, and I got a fucking blindfold on, and we just walking in the hallway, and I'm just here, happy-go-lucky girl, like don't know shit, and she's just walking here like, yeah, girl, let's just go. You know what I'm saying? Okay. With that being said, I have met somebody, and with time, gotten close with somebody. We're gonna name him. We're gonna name him Group 2, because these are the two people that really played a big role in this whole situation. So we're going to name him Group 2. So as I got close with Group 2, right, Group 1 ended up having a critical situation. I don't want to speak on that because that's her story, and I just don't want to bring it up here I don't want anything with that. So she ended up having a critical situation, which led to her having an event in her house. So with everything that happened, I'm talking about, there was anger, there was unhappiness, there was even at a point there was a fight. I was putting myself in a situation that I was not aware of, but she was fully aware of the situation. So I'm coming in thinking I'm having your back, but really you exposing me to the wolves. Literally. You know what I'm saying? And after that situation happened, that's when I started feeling a strange thing in my body. After that, that's when I started experiencing different symptoms in my body. You know what I'm saying? It was just different. It just started being negative vibes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you understand. It was just a lot of negativity going on, to the point where I felt like I had to travel back home to gain some type of sanity. I felt myself changing without really understanding the changes. I came back to Texas, and I was still talking with group 2 and still was talking with group 1, because at this point I didn't really understand the feeling that I was having, but I know it was something in me that was changing. I know it was something that wasn't right, but I couldn't put my finger on it. So I came back. That's when all the negative things started happening. All of the negative things started happening. My windows, somebody broke into my car, and as you guys know, if you watch me for a while or you on my Snapchat, I went off a while. I became somebody else. I was full of anger. I was full of hatred. That was just not me. And like I said, usually when something happened to me, I don't linger on it. I don't let it draw me down. I just keep going. But this actually made me it killed me a little bit inside. And it was just a lot of negative things started just a lot. And then from there, I went into recreational drugs. I started drinking a little bit more, and it got bad. I just felt myself going to like a dark hole. So while I was going through that, one night when I was talking with group 2, when I tell you, let me pause for a little bit. When I tell you that the people we talk to, especially us ladies, the men that we talk to could either better us or worsen us, I mean that in the literal form, not just financially, like, oh, this guy is gonna come, not just financially, I'm talking about even mentally. Not all females know that. Not all women go there. And watch your friends. Watch who you talk to, because this little, some of these friends that we say, that's my girl, that's my girlfriend, that's my sister, that's my this. No, she's not. Some of them, they're not rooting for you. It's just another soul that the devil is trying to come and captivate and bring it to wherever the fuck. I'm telling you, shit like this do exist, and I went through it. I don't worship and I don't talk to anything else but my God. So whatever devil or whatever the enemy has shot upon me, I will speak on it, because I don't know what the hell it is. I only know my God that I'm worshiping. So that night, something just came upon my mind. Something flew across my mind. I did not even understand what it was, what the hell it was. I just knew I just needed to get the fuck. I just knew that I just needed to get the fuck. So I got out the car and I went home. And my mind, since that day, my mind started going crazy. I started feeling like I'm hearing shit. I started feeling like I got demons following me. I started feeling a certain type of way that was just undescribable. I started feeling weird, and I did not understand. And then even talking to God, I was not praying right, because it used to be my regular type of prayers. You know how when I tell you, oh, my tire busted, God, please take me up out of it. No, I was going through a demonic attack. I needed a much greater prayer, but I did not understand it at that moment. I just didn't, because I've never went through something like that. I did not know how to comprehend it. I did not know who to look for, and because I'm so used to closing myself in, I did not even know who to call and where to even start talking and explaining myself. So when it started, I would just go and be like, God, what am I going through? God, what is this? Jesus, do something, but it wasn't really clicking in. And it got so bad that I wasn't understanding myself. I got deeper in recreational drugs. And the more I got in it, the worse my situation got, to a point where one night, I will never forget this night. I will never forget that night. I walked after I haven't even wrote for me to get high, because you're like, just like when you're drinking, after three a glass of wine, you put that glass down, you put that glass down, and you're done with it. For me to get high, because I've got my body at this point, I already gotten used to me smoking. I have to roll a whole joint for me to actually feel it. I took a puff of it and I put it down, by the time I did that, my mind went crazy. And when people say, "Oh, you had a bad trip," no, baby, that is a demonic attack. I've never went through something so hard, so difficult, to the point where I wanted somebody to come and save me. With my mind going crazy, I was just like, if there's anything as God, if there's anything as Jesus, I need you to calm down and say something and do something. So many things started going through my phone. So many things started going through. It was just a bad situation. And as the T.D. Jakes, the pastor or preacher, as he started talking in his video and praying, I felt something get out of my eyes. First of all, I felt something like, you know how like when you shut off the TV and it goes like zoop. I felt that. I felt something go like that in my stomach, and I felt like something coming out of my eyes. Like it was like I cannot explain. And that feeling went away. And I feel like the back of my hair standing up. And as he was praying, something happened in my stomach, as if something was just shutting down or whatever. My eyes came back. I don't know how to explain. It's like an out of body experience. God saved me out of something terrible. I'm talking about terrible. That is a terrible feeling. And I pray for those who go through things like that. I pray for those who encounter those type of things. I don't ever want to be put in that situation ever again. I feel like a newborn baby again. The sun shines to me differently. People look different to me. The world look different to me. The sky look different to me. Now I appreciate every single day. Not just like when we go to church and we say, "Thank you, God." No, thank you, Lord. Do you understand? With a tone in your voice, because we are being tried on a daily basis. Sometimes when you overly blessed, you highly blessed. Some of us don't even know how much of a blessing we are until somebody come and try to take it from us. You know what I'm saying? And then the enemy will try you because they see what's on you. And then sometimes we're not even grateful for the things that we have, because I'm on the go. It was hard for me. I was so naive. I was so little in a way, but I could say I grew from this. I learned better. I achieved more in my life. My life, with me going through that, now my life makes sense in a way. It gave me time to actually sit down and reflect back on my 24 years of life. It made me actually sit down and look at my daughter. It made me actually sit down and look at my son. It made me actually sit down and look at my house. It made me actually sit down and look at my husband. It made me sit down and actually look at my mom. It made me sit down and actually look at my dad. It made me to actually sit down and look at the path, the long road where I came from, to see where I am now. And I'm thankful. I'm sitting down now. I'm thankful for everything that happened in my life, because I wouldn't be me if I did not go through that situation. Some of you might take a look at my channel and look at my videos and laugh. And when I look at my channel and I look at my videos, I am proud of everything I've been through, because nothing was handed out to me. I had to learn everything the hard way. And thank God that my parents came. My parents even brought me here in America. Because if this would have happened back home, when I mean back home, I mean back in Africa, it would have been a done deal for me. It would have been a done deal for me. We are put in situations every single day, in difficult situations. We are being preyed upon every single day, because we are looking to be justified by this man. We are looking to be justified and be liked by man. When that shouldn't even be our problem. That shouldn't even be our struggle. That was my struggle for a long time. To be accepted and to be liked. Okay? Demons don't need to like me. And I'm saying that with facts. Okay, when I wake up in the morning and I go through a situation, now that I know what I know, that I've been educated with, Satan got no place in my house. Satan got no place behind, beside me, or none of that. Okay? And I'm not gonna say I am made pure. That is just a taste of what I've been through in my life. That is just me. That in like 30 minutes, I summarized 24 years. So I can't tell you every single thing. But God saved me. He saved me because I could tell I was going somewhere that I wasn't gonna make it. I really wasn't. And He allowed me to walk this earth as me one more time. So I want to take this time and thank everybody that's been in my life, whether good or bad, because you have taught me a lesson. I want to thank all my friends. I want to thank all my family members. I want to thank all my associates. Like, I realize what a big family I have. How much people have walked behind me for me to get where I am right now. And then I have so many more people that will put their hand on the fire for me to be able to get where I'm trying to get. And I am blessed and highly favored. And I am a loved child. You know, sometimes we do things not really understanding what life really is about. Not really understanding where we're at. That was my testimony. You do what you want to do with it. You know. If you take it and make joke about it, or you take it and laugh about it, or you take it and be like, damn sis, I went through something a little similar to that. These men out here are just lies. I mean, men, as in women and men, we both lie. We both sin. We both do our errors. And I'm saying some of us are just worse than others. And sometimes when you think you're going through a situation and it's rough, and we think that crossing over is gonna be better, no, sis. There's a reason why you keep making it. Let me not even go into that. And since then, I realized that life is so much better. You know, I've been able to accomplish so many things in my life. I could sit back and say at 24, I could sit back and sit around and say all the negative things that people tend to say would be bad. At 24, I have 2 kids. And mind you, my first son is autistic. Okay? So at 24, I have two kids. One slightly disabled. You're going to take that as a bad thing, but for me, I feel as if it's a blessing. I'm growing with my kids. At 24, I have my own car. At 24, I am married to a man that will put his head on the railroads for me to accomplish whatever it is that I have in my mind to do. At 24, I still have loving parents that I get on their nerves every single day. And we have bumped heads so many times, but never a day that would I go home and if I need something, I would not have answers, or they would not open the door for me. At 24, I still got my granny by my side. At 24, I'm living in a $1,300 flat. Lord knows how I'm paying that. Okay. At 24, I still got options. I thank God that He never put me in a situation where I had to go to prison or go to jail. I don't have no bad thing on my records. No bad thing. I never even had a ticket in my life. Like, honestly. He put me out of every bad situation that I could be in. And he keeps giving me options. He keeps putting people in my life to push me, for me to be exactly what he destined me to be. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Yeah, I went through something real. I went through something scary. Scary. Like, words, I can't even, no matter how I explain it, it probably won't even make, I don't even know where to begin to even make you guys, put you guys in my situation. I want, at the end of this video is just to say, be grateful that you still have an option. Don't, instead of looking at the glass half empty, like, it literally makes sense now. Look at the glass half full, honestly, because tomorrow, or today, better yet, you still have time to change something about it. It doesn't always have to be right. It doesn't. It does not have to be right. And I've always lived a life of making my own choices, making my own decision, moving on my own rules, kind of, with God say so, of course. And he allowed that. That is the biggest blessing, to have options, to pick and choose where you want to be in life. That is a big blessing. And I'm grateful for it every single day. I am grateful for it. You see that sun shining, and you see how natural light is making my video. I'm grateful for it. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. And to know that when you talk, God actually exists. That night, I didn't even have to pray. God knew exactly what was going on with me. You know what I didn't even have to talk. I didn't even know what to say. And he just made it happen for me. He just made it happen for me just like that. And he's been making it happen for me my whole life without even me knowing. I'm thankful. I am thankful. And I'm so grateful of my strong mind and peace that he put inside of me. Because anybody else would have lost their mind far before even going and looking at that video. Me going to go see that man, that preacher, that night was my last hope. Like, when you say, like, I felt like I was going through a life or death situation. I really felt like I was going through a life or death situation. I couldn't feel myself. I was hot. I was burning for a solution. This wasn't just somebody pissing me off. This wasn't somebody who said something negative to me. This wasn't somebody that refused. It wasn't a rent situation. This wasn't a financial situation. This wasn't a food situation. I'm talking about, I felt like this was a hell situation. And God pulled me out of it. I want to thank God for his glory, and I want to be, that's it. I got better with my prayers. I got better with talking about my issues just a little bit. And that's what I went through, y'all. That's what I went through. And I took time out, and I came and I parked exactly where they came and broke my window. I came and parked exactly where they came and broke my window. I'm talking about, I felt like demons was fucking following me. That's how bad it was. When they say your mind is playing tricks on you, that's the devil that's trying to take your mind. Okay? And everything that happens to you, good or bad, just know somebody is behind it. So that's why I'm telling you, when people pray on you, pray on your name, or talk on your name, we gotta be so careful with whom we talk to and whom we express our problems to. Because you don't know what they're practicing, what type of situations they're going through. Me, I'm a strong-minded person. Okay, with everything that was going on, I was still going about my day trying to do it. Me being the old me that I am, this is not going to faze me. My mind going crazy, and I feel like I'm seeing things and I'm hearing shit. I still got my kids behind me and going to do what I got to do, like if nothing is happening. And my daughter's like, Mommy, are you okay? I'm just like, yes, baby, come on, you know what, even my daughter could see something is not going right with me. Just crazy. Just crazy. Like walking, it's literally like you walking through something. You walk in with your kids and you feel like the world is closing in on you, but you're still going to do what you need to do. That's exactly the type of person I am. And I just kept on doing it, and up to this day. And then whoever or whatever that was, I was not gonna let that thing stop me. You still gonna see me do what I gotta do. Okay, till this day, the enemy will see me succeed. The enemy will see me thrive. Because that's the type of mentality that I have. I will not fail. I will not show you that I'm failing. I will not show you that you're beating me down. I'm going to show you that I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to talk my talk and walk my walk, regardless of if you like it or not. That's the person that I am. Okay? And I hope you live a long life to see me still doing good. It gets real. It gets really real. Especially us ladies, our body is our temple. So really be careful. And that, I mean that in the most literal way possible. See you guys in the next video.